morning, Willow class. Today we are going to be having a look at creating a bit of a plan for a setting description, and tomorrow we are writing our own setting description. So the more detail, the more ideas and things we get in our writing today, the better that our work will actually be. And the easier our work will be as well. So hopefully you've watched the video above, just to get an idea of August's bedroom if you couldn't actually remember it from the clip that we watched a couple of weeks ago. I wanted you to look at kind of the setting, what you could see, what you imagined it would smell like, that sort of thing. So if you haven't done that, then go back through that video and just have a quick think about those things, okay? So once you've done that, you can see that I've got a plan, and this plan is posted below this video. I have included 4 different senses that I want us to think about when we are describing August's bedroom, okay? So we're thinking about what we can see, what we can smell, what we can hear, and what we can feel, okay? So if we were to walk into August's bedroom, think about all of those things. I've then got some keywords that I've put in. Now, I'd expect you to fill the bubbles with probably about 10 just keywords of things that you would see, things that you would smell, things that you would hear and feel. Now, quite often you might get nouns and adjectives in these, and that's the best. That's what I want you to include. So, for example, you might see some toys. You might see that the bedroom looks quite common and it looks quite dull. Maybe the blinds are closed because he's quite upset. Maybe all of the walls are really dark because he's just starting his teenage years. Same with the smell. It might smell a bit dirty, maybe a bit musty, like the window hasn't been opened for a while. I know quite a lot of teenagers might have that. It might not be as clean and lovely as you'd imagine it to be. And then what would you hear? So I've just put whispering and rustling, but you might also hear like tears and sobbing cries from August whilst he's talking to Via. The rustling might be, for example, he might have a hamster in his bedroom. It might be just the bedding as he sat on the bed. It could be a lot of things. So I've left that quite broad and open, and you'll see why in a second. And then finally, if you were to walk in that bedroom, what could you feel? So you might feel the soft carpet beneath your feet. You might feel clean bedding. There's lots of different things. You might run your fingers over the ripple of books on the shelf. There's quite a variety. Okay, so I've just done some examples there. What I then want you to do, once you've filled those with examples, is to actually think about how can you improve that. So I then want you to use a ruler, if you've got one, and draw some lines coming off these words. So let's think of a synonym for messy. We'll think of a synonym for dull, for common, and so on. Then for the soft carpet, let's think of a better, we could have a relative clause there. The clean bedding, well, how clean? Let's get a simile. Is it as clean as something else? So that's what I want us to do today. Don't forget, we can use Word Hippo, which is just here. So Word Hippo, if you go online and type in www.wordhippo.com, you select here from the drop-down menu another word for, which is synonym, and you could then put, for example, common. If you type common and press find it, then it will come up with lots of different words for common, okay? So ordinary, average, normal, customary, generic, unnoteworthy. These are all quite good words. So what I would then do is go back to the word common and change it. So let's change it for what did we say it was? Let me just refer back. Sorry, unnoteworthy. That was the one I liked. So unnoteworthy. Basically, you're not going to take notes from it. It's a bit, common, a bit boring. Ordinary, we said. And then you're going to come up with a few synonyms for each. So then, when I go back on here, I can then type in, instead of common, I might change it to dull, for example. So if I type in dull and find it, uninteresting, tedious, tiresome, unexciting, mundane. Ooh, I love that word. So then, the walls are mundane, uninteresting, boring I can add. So it's quite simple, but I'm then adding my synonyms of those words. If you do it outside of the bubbles, then it just makes your work a little bit clearer. You can see which words you actually prefer now, okay? Then you do the same with all of these. So things like adjectives are really easy to do. as our verbs. But then when you come to nouns like the carpet, you might struggle. So think here, for example, I might the soft carpet that massaged the soles of my feet was blue. Okay, so I've done a noun phrase there about it with a relative clause in the middle. The soft carpet was blue, but I've made it better. The soft carpet that massaged the soles of my feet was blue. Here, you don't just have to do relative clauses for description, don't forget. Clean bedding. So the bedding was as clean as I can't think of anything that's clean. Let me think. As clean as drinking water, maybe something that's really clean. As clean as a sterilised bottle. So you can think of lots of different things for that. Okay. Don't forget, like, I love these words, but if you can include them in sentences now, like this, or noun phrases, then tomorrow it's just going to be a lot easier. I've just thought you might not be able to see those. So for the soft carpet, sorry, I'll move that sentence over there. And then for the clean bedding, I'll move that there. Okay. I just realised that it might be quite difficult for you to see. Same with these. The mundane, the dull one was here. And common is that one, unnoteworthy. Okay. So at least then, hopefully see those. Those are just some ideas. You might think, actually, I don't really like that. Or, yeah, I quite like it. You change it to whatever you feel. Okay. So this was soft carpet and this was clean bedding. I want you to think of about 7 or 8 different things for each of the bubbles, and then you need to change them. So here you can see I've got dull, but I've changed it 3 times. So that's what you're going to do today. If you can't print off the plan, don't worry. You can actually just draw this in your book. All right. So good luck with your learning today, and I look forward to seeing who can get the best vocabulary. Well done, everybody.